My question to I. Based on how politicians and rich people treated the middle and lower class people, what is likely they will do with them when most will be replaced by a ChatGPT answer? That's a really good, and very timely, question. Based on how things have played out historically, especially in terms of class power dynamics and economic shifts, the likely outcomes for middle and lower class people in a world increasingly dominated by AI could go a few different ways, depending on how things are handled. Here's a breakdown. Revolving light worst-case trajectory. If power remains unchecked, if politicians and the ultra-wealthy continue prioritizing profits, shareholder value, and automation without serious policy changes or public pushback, mass unemployment or underemployment, as AI replaces jobs in transport, retail, customer service, and even white-collar work, many workers may be left without viable employment options. Widening wealth gap. Wealth generated by AI would concentrate even more in the hands of those who own the AI companies or the data, mainly the already rich. Surveillance and control. Governments and corporations might use AI to monitor and pacify the population rather than empower it. Think predictive policing, social credit systems, or algorithmic control over welfare and aid. Bread and circus systems. You might see efforts to distract or pacify people through entertainment, universal basic income, UBI. That's just enough to survive, or virtual escapes like the metaverse instead of real systemic reform. Blame and division. Elites may stoke social division to keep people from uniting, blaming immigrants, other countries, or even the unemployed themselves for the economic collapse. Deadpan face middle case, some reforms, but still shaky. If there's some political will and public pressure, you might get UBI or conditional basic income, enough to survive, but not enough to thrive, keeping most people dependent without real upward mobility. Job reskilling programs. These may exist, but often they're poorly funded, not well aligned with real job opportunities, or only benefit a small percentage. Gig economy expansion. People might end up piecing together incomes through unstable gig work while AI takes the high-value tasks. More bullshit jobs. New kinds of low-meaning or status jobs could be created just to keep people busy or feeling useful, rather than solving real needs. Light bulb best case. With massive structural change, if there's a serious shift in public power, democratic control of tech, and redistribution of wealth. Democratized AI benefits. AI could reduce working hours, improve quality of life, and let people focus on creativity, community, or care work, if the economic benefits are widely shared. UBI done right. A robust basic income that supports dignity and freedom, not just survival. Universal access to AI tools. Rather than being hoarded by big corporations, AI could be made available to small businesses, individuals, and communities. Worker ownership. Co-ops or public institutions could own and operate key AI systems, redistributing profits. So what's likely? Honestly, unless there's major public pressure or systemic reform, the default path is closer to the worst-case or middle-case scenario. Historically, when technology disrupted labor, like during the Industrial Revolution, the rich profited first, and the masses had to fight hard for rights, fair wages, and protections. The same will probably be true with AI. Nothing gets handed out unless it's demanded. Would you want to explore what people can actually do to avoid that dark future? Or what movements or policies are pushing for the more hopeful path?